All right, so this is the inaugural episode of Loot Drop for July, of 2015. So the first pickup I got this month actually was an import for the Sega Saturn called, if you could read that, Daytona Twinbee.
Yeah.
And Deluxe Pack. And what it is that Konami did a lot of really cool compilation shooters on the Sega Saturn of like arcade hits that were only exclusive to the arcade. And this never released in America. So after getting Action Replay, you're able to enable region-free gaming. And what this game basically has is Daytona Twinbee, which is like the first really big, to give a summary, I guess, Daytona Twinbee is a shooter. Shoot 'em up. And where you pilot these little like creatures right here, which are like, I think it's like Winbee, Twinbee, and Ace, I think it's like that.
Of course.
Of course, as you would. And it's just this really cute, very Miyazaki-inspired, actually, like kind of Ghibli-esque shooter where you shoot bells actually to power up. Like you have to keep shooting in a bell during mid gameplay, and like depending on the color of that bell, you actually like get power ups for that. So I got it for like complete for like I think $12, pretty cheap. Like that's the thing about imports; they get them really cheap actually if you find the right places. But yeah, it's a really fun game. It compiles Daytona Twinbee and Yahoo. So these are both arcade exclusives that never made it out here in America.
And who made this?
Konami. Yeah.
Konami.
Yeah, Konami.
Good old Konami.
Good old Konami. They hired a guy named Shuzi Low to do all the artistry, and he did a lot of anime back in the 90s. And that's probably what's the most striking thing. Ironically, the shooter, this became an anime eventually back in the day, and that became more popular than the games did. The anime, back in Japan, like they made dating sims of this. They made so many different varieties, and like we only got like 2 games in the States of the Twinbee games, but they're really great.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, they're really fun shoot 'em up. So yeah, that's probably my first pickup of the month.
Cool. All right. Well, the first thing I got this month was I ordered a bunch of comics. First thing I got was Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, I'm usually not super into getting a lot of these standalone graphic novels or original graphic novels, but this was written by Rick Remender, art by Jerome Pena, who together are a phenomenal team. They worked together on Uncanny X-Force, which is one of the first things I read by Rick Remender, and it blew my mind on how good it was and how gorgeous it is. Let me find a good page to just show you what the art. Oh, it is.
Yeah, it looks really. Who did the illustration? Who's the artist?
Jerome Pena did the pencils.
Okay.
Pepe Larraz, if you want to do it.
Roll the
R.
R.
You gotta roll the R. Let me see. Right here, you can definitely see a lot of the colors. Maybe we'll get a close-up later. I have no idea what is going on. But, yeah, basically another story of Ultron with Hank Pym, the creator.
Right.
And...
not the Scott Lang.
Not
poser.
Scott Lang.
Yeah.
Which, he's not a poser. He's a different guy.
Okay.
He's
a
don't
thief.
get it. You don't...
Obviously, I don't have any comic... No, I'm just kidding.
Hayden doesn't understand. Hayden is an outsider. Hayden...
This is just becoming from Loot Drop to a hate video. There we go.
Hayden.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
No, sorry. But,
okay.
Yeah, that was my first pick of first buy of the month.
How much was that?
That was
MSRP.
I am MSRP on this thing. $24.99. $27.99 Canada.
Wow.
The ISBN number is. Kidding.
All right. So, I'm kind of cheating, I guess, a little bit because I did have my birthday this month. It was my 21st. You probably saw us drunken and trying to interview Mr. Blake J. Harris, author of Console Wars. But unlike that, I actually, unrelatedly, got this for my girlfriend as a gift. Lupin III, The Castle of Cagliostro, which is Miyazaki's actually directorial debut. Hayao Miyazaki, the Studio Ghibli, ironically referenced twice now.
There's a reason for that.
There's a reason for that. He's a master of his craft. If you don't know anything about anime, he hates the term, but he's basically the Disney of anime.
Yeah. No, that's pretty
really,
true.
He
is.
He's done so much for the industry.
And that's not an insult, but...
No, it's not an insult at all. But this movie right here, there's something just really compelling. Like, it's just a really good action adventure flick. Like, it's a popcorn flick. Like, Lupin III is a massive multimedia franchise in Japan. And this is not only known for being Miyazaki's directorial debut, but I think there's some quote somewhere that like Steven Spielberg considers the car chase in this like the best car chase ever put into cinematic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a really, really good film. I highly recommend it. please pick it up. It's good.
I find it interesting that Miyazaki's doing, another title like Lupin the Third as opposed to doing his original stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like his first. This is his first movie he was allowed to direct too. So
Yeah.
that's the crazy part. This
Yeah.
is before. This is actually before Studio Ghibli was founded. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually didn't know
worked,
that.
Yeah, he worked with TMS Films. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, really, really good. Mm-hmm. Love it. Just has that very classic feel. It's not the truest film to like the Lupin legacy. Like some of the characters are a little overcooked.
Yeah.
Or like Fujiko, for example, she's not really true to what her character was in the show. Like she's very sultry in the show, but still does a good job.
And I think it's okay, especially if it's done as a movie.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
To another season of the show or
Right,
whatever.
right, exactly. If you want to see the disc art there, like Discotheque did a really good Blu-ray release of this too. So, yeah, gorgeous.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
like
definitely
that.
cool.
I
Yeah.
like the disc cover.
Yeah, the RAM.
Yeah.
That's the cover of the RAM and everything like that.
So how much RAM is that?
I think it's GDDR5, 8 gigs. Yeah.
That's nice. It's very nice. All right.
That's
Well,
my
the
second
next. Are you done? The next thing I got was actually I got it at Image Expo. This thing.
Oh, it's like you knew about this video.
I know, right? It's
Yeah.
like I can tell the future. The Saga hardcover.
I love that. art.
Which I'm not super into getting hardcovers of stuff that I already have, but Brian K. Vaughan was there and I needed something to get signed, so I got it signed. And this is easily one of the best, if not the best, comics out right now. You go to any comic book store and you say, I don't know what I want to read. Can you recommend me something? Everybody will say Saga. That has happened multiple times while I've been inside stores. And
I've been dying to read that. Like
and
honestly,
again, I can find a good page for art because Fiona Staples is just
is that the artist?
phenomenal. Oh, she is
Okay.
amazing.
I see some TV. I see some Fully Cooley stuff. Is there some Fully Cooley stuff in there?
Look at that.
Oh wow, it looks like Battle Gamera.
Look at this. This is just a big old battle scene and has nothing to do with this. Well, it does have something to do with the story. I mean, it's in the story. But yeah, Brian K. Vaughan, phenomenal writer. Fiona Staples, she's also doing Archie. She rebooted Archie with Mark Waid, a writer for. He
How
writes
does the
Daredevil.
the breastfeeding come into play? Like,
Well,
is that a spoiler?
babies breastfeed.
Oh, do they? I forgot. I thought they
See,
just eat the flesh of their
'cause-
own.
Well, okay, look, when a mommy and daddy really love each other,
This will be a separate video.
we'll talk about it later.
Speaking of mommy and daddy loving each other, that has no relevance to this actually whatsoever. Another Konami game. If you see, there's a trend. I love Konami games. Contra Shadow Soldier for the PS2. Really good and underappreciated game. Contra's a very hardcore run and gun shoot 'em up, and this game,
Especially Contra Hardcore.
oh my god, that game's ridiculous. It's called hardcore
That's-
for a reason. You need the action replay or whatever to beat that too. But yeah, really good game. I highly recommend it. Not much to say about it. It's just probably the final classic besides the DS one, Contra 4. Probably the final classic Contra game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember buying that a long time ago, and I bought it at GameStop, and it was a used copy.
Right.
And the associate behind the counter said, "You do have this many days to return the game because this is very, very hard." She
Yeah.
said, and I was like, "Okay."
I'm definitely gonna look up the Konami code, although I already know it by heart. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's Contra games are really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
All right. So the next thing I got was something that, if you're looking at the site, you would be familiar with. Lock and Key. Got
That's beautiful.
the box set, written by Joe Hill, art by Gabriel Rodriguez and a few other guys. I don't really want to say too much about this because I'm definitely doing my run through of this entire series. Number 3 should be up. I have no idea when this video will be up. So number 3 should be up soon.
If it already isn't.
You can kind of see right there. It's heavy.
I feel like just from the title, it's really hard for people to understand like what the comic is. Like, how would you pitch it to me?
Well, it's a family struggling with a tragedy in their life in a new setting.
Okay.
And it's just how it sounds really cliche to just say how to react to it, but I mean that is the core of the story. How you react to certain things.
Sounds like American Horror Story season 1.
It sounds a little bit like
You know,
that, yeah.
and you can kind of see it like that because every trade is about something different. The first one,
So there's no like contingent art, like it's not continuing, right?
what do you mean?
It's like, is there the same characters continuing over?
Oh no,
each
it's all the same characters,
Okay.
but every volume seems to revolve around a different key that's found inside the house.
Oh.
Keys that do
That's
really
awesome.
crazy things.
And lock new parts of the. That's
They
awesome.
lock
Okay.
doors.
They lock doors and unlock them.
Yeah, with keys.
I'll do a rapid fire. Another Konami game. I know there's a reason why you might be seeing something with Legacy involved later. This is a Famicom cartridge. If you can't understand what this is, like what this weird cartridge is. Famicom is the Japanese equivalent of the NES back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So uses 62 pins rather than the 72 pins, so it has a weird shape. It's like structurally different for region locking. But what Konami YY World 2 is a kind of compilation of like all the old NES franchises of Konami games. So like you'll see Simon Belmont right there. You'll see Daytona Twin Bee again. You'll see Konami Man, like a bunch of other characters.
Okay. Yeah.
And you control these characters using Konami Man. You control different like types of gameplay. Like if you become Simon Belmont, you'll have his whip, for example. You'll be able to go through a Castlevania stage. And if you play as Daytona Twin Bee, it turns into a shooter.
Yeah.
And if you play as Frogger, it'll be Frogger. So it's like a really cool like compilation game where you just romp through Konami levels. And it's just
I love
for
romping.
a Konami fan. You like romping? Yeah. For a Konami fan like me, it's an awesome game, and I definitely recommend it. Yeah.
That should be cool.
I can't wait.
All right, this is my last item of the month, but it's kind of heavy, and I almost broke everything. Sandman. All of it.
Oh my god.
The only thing I'm missing is Sandman Overture because that's not even done yet, which I think comes out this month. Written by Neil Gaiman, various artists. Neil Gaiman, if you read any kind of sci-fi fantasy, you should know his name because he is a master in that kind of genre. I will hopefully be doing a run through of this. It's a very heavy.
It looks enormous.
Yeah. I mean, it's also literally heavy.
Ugh. Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Hayden is very weak.
Oh, apparently.
But they're heavy stories. I've read a few. Phenomenal. The art is insane, especially the current stuff. But
how is it? So Overture's the prequel, right? Because I always see that in the
Overture's
store.
prequel. Yeah, and this is just the current.
And that will
series.
give like if I were to pick that up or to borrow it from you, can I just like start from there and like that's it? That's the entire,
yeah.
okay.
You'll be fine if you just read through them. You can read through them on their own because I've done that with a few of them, and people might be put off by the art because it's a little bit older. It's from the 80s, 90s, but
isn't Lucifer part of this too? It's like the new like the Lucifer series and all that stuff that
I'm actually not sure.
Spin-off?
I think that might be
That's
a spin-off. Yeah, I'm
okay.
not super sure. I know they also have another book called Death, which has to do with his sister.
That's awesome.
Because he's a Sandman, she's Death.
Okay.
And
what is Sandman?
Sandman, he is the god of dreams.
Oh, okay.
And they're gorgeous stories. They really, really are. And
awesome.
It needs to be read.
All right, and that's our section of Loot Drop.
Yep, goodbye.
Bye. We're here with Stephen, our buddy pal Stephen here. He has quite a few little tiny things here.
Yeah,
he doesn't
little
think it's
tiny.
very much, but honestly, I like it. I think it's good.
It's okay. The first thing I got, and this just came out not too long ago, is Harper Lee's new book, Ghost of the Watchmen.
Woo! Forced into publishing.
Is that the Mockingbird? But
what do you think so far about this? Like, is it
I
a true
read
return?
I read it, and I really liked it. I know people are pissed because spoiler alert, Atticus may be a little bit racist, but reading through it, it kind of made sense. Like in the book, she's older now.
Yeah. How much older?
She's 25.
Okay.
And
so she's right in that middle college period.
Right, and well, she graduated, so she lives in New York, but then she like travels back to her hometown, and it's kind of like her realizing for the first time that her dad is not God. Like in To Kill a Mockingbird, we see him as this godlike figure, like
he could do no wrong.
He's like this perfect, amazing person, and so that's how we perceive them. And in this book, it's like, nope, he's a racist.
Just drop the bomb. No, so like. Can you talk a little bit like about the controversy too? Because I remember hearing like, isn't there something to do with like they forced her into publishing or something like that, or that's just a rumor?
So she wrote this book before she wrote To Kill a Mockingbird.
Really?
Yeah. So she started writing this book, and she kept sending it to her publisher, and then a little bit into it, they're like, so you should just focus on her when she was younger, because there are flashbacks to her when she's in like high school and not so much when she's 8, but like when she's 11,
right.
Or when she, and so they had her pretty much rewrite it.
So are we gonna see a lot of repeating characters in here too, like growing up?
Sort of. Like you don't see Jem.
Oh man, really? No Jem in the holograms?
Do you want me to?
No.
Do you want me?
You could.
Do you want me to spoil?
I don't want you to
Like-
spoil too much. No, I think that's good actually.
Well, okay. No.
Yeah.
You see like Calpurnia.
Okay.
You see Atticus, obviously,
Right.
but not so much Deal. No Gem.
Right.
But it's cool.
No holograms.
No holograms.
I want to read it. I'm gonna borrow it from you probably after
Totally.
this. Yeah, give it to me right now. All right. What else did you get?
And then my mom actually bought me this. A Kindle, the original Kindle. And I had the Paperwhite before. And
You're such a contradiction. You have a physical print and then you have a Kindle. Which you prefer? Which side?
Physical, I would say, because I just like the feel. Like when I got that book.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I love the smell. I was like, I opened it and I was like, oh.
Are you just imagining a white line of powder as you like go put your nasal over it or what?
I know it has some beautiful like paper odor that I just like I need. I don't know.
Binding.
It's the binding, yeah.
They use in the
Yeah.
book.
Oh, it's so good. But
What do you have on there so far?
so far I have Blake J. Harris's Sega book.
Cough, loot our podcast.
Uh,
Archives.
and I just put Doris Kern Goodwin. She's like a historical nonfiction writer who writes about like presidents and other people. Like she wrote a book called Team of Rivals about Abe Lincoln and his cabinet, and she wrote a book about Teddy Roosevelt.
I really like the lighting of like it does actually follow like realistic
No,
lighting.
yeah,
It's really good.
It has like e-ink, which is kind of like as close as you can get to real print.
Yeah.
And it does base like how you see it. It like goes by what the lighting like comes into.
Oh, really? So like has the auto detection on there?
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of like when you read in the dark, you can't really read it.
So it'll brighten the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Really cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love
I've
it.
been thinking about it too.
And it feels really nice, and it holds like a couple thousand books, and it's good for travel.
I'll keep that too.
Yeah.
All right, and that's it for Loop Drop. I need to go find a cane to beat him with and steal all his stuff.
No.
See you next month.
Were you not gonna do reptiles?
Nah, not this.
Well, you have
I'm
to do
good.
this.
Do
Loot
what?
drop. Real life loot drop.
Oh, what
Go.
the hell? Really now? You got this? Thank you, dude. Okay, well, I guess the story behind this is, what the hell? Thank you, Billy. Billy got this for me, and I really want a Dark Pit because I love Amiibos.
What's the deal with Amiibos?
Amiibos are an extra peripheral add-on to your Smash experience where you can basically put like your own CPU, like AI character, and QR code it to the Dark Pit, and it'll let you fight against him and use him in battles. And I'm still pretty hyped that I was not expecting this.
Is
This
Dark
surprise
Pit cool
drop.
or
He's pretty badass.
why is he
he's
not
like
badass?
He's like Shadow if Shadow was actually cool.
He's like
in
Shaq?
Sonic. he's like Shaq. Yeah, he's the Shaq of Kid Icarus.
He's like Kazam.
If you've ever played if you ever played Uprising, I would definitely recommend it because he's a really interesting character. He's a lot more roguish, I guess you'd say. He has a roguish charm to him. Yeah, he's actually pretty rare. Like you can only get this at Best Buy exclusive, so it's all your
Thank you,
guys'
Billy.
fault. I guess we didn't trade, so thank you, Billy, and that was Loot Drop, July 2015.
Right.
This is how
we always
film it.
This is hella scary, actually. Can you stop? Get the next one. I'm done with this.
He throws away that video.
Oh man, this is so good. All right.
I can't do like
All right.